loved one or a friend or a community member and you don't know, that's a nightmare. And so what we provide is those answers when we're able to. And that's what we're hoping to do in this case.
Reporter Room with Jessica Davies starts now.
Welcome to Reporter Room. My name is Jessica Davies, and I'm an investigative journalist. Today, I'm going to be talking about the Kiely Rodni case and Adventures with Purpose. We are all missing one big clue in the Kiely Rodni case, and I'm going to share this with you in a moment, so please stay with me. Everything I'm sharing with you today is my opinion, and opinions are not facts, so please don't send any negativity to anyone, anytime, anywhere. Let's be kind to each other. This video is for educational and entertainment purposes only. Please subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss a video or a live stream, and give us a thumbs up. We're trying to get to 10,000 subscribers, and we need your help. Let's get started. Let's discuss what we know so far from Adventures with Purpose, and then I'm going to share with you the one thing that we all missed, the one big clue. So we know that there was a potential sighting by a vehicle tech for roadside assistance who was called to help with a Honda CR-V on either Friday, Saturday, or Sunday of the weekend of August 6th, which is the weekend that Kiely disappeared, with a dead battery, and he said he got the call around, quote, noonish. The tech approached Adventures with Purpose with this potential information, and the tech believes this sighting was the day after she disappeared, but obviously none of this has been confirmed by law enforcement. The vehicle tech reported that Kiely was distressed and was skeptical of what was going on. She didn't seem to want to be near the guy who was in the vehicle and kept going to the other side. So many people are speculating that maybe this was a cry for help. The tech described the person with Kiely as being a male with short brown hair that was coming out the sides of a hat, wearing a black, flat top SF Giants baseball cap. He was thin-built, was wearing a white bro tank, and had acne or possibly freckles on his face. He was tall, but under 6'3". The tech said that Kiely kept asking weird questions like how to secure her seatbelt correctly. She asked him how to show her to attach her seatbelt correctly. She shared she was at Boca all night and couldn't get her vehicle started. Then the tech explained that the vehicle was actually in neutral, and that's why the car couldn't start. No problem with the battery at all. So the car was started. The tech described the female as wearing a light gray sweatshirt, said her phone was dead, and that both the male and the female seemed uneasy, like they were hungover or maybe just had a crazy night or a crazy day. So let's talk about the one thing we're all missing regarding Jagger Westfall and the tow truck driver. And that is that the tow truck driver would have seen photos of Jagger Westfall prior to giving his interview to Adventures with Purpose, right? And this needs to be considered before everyone decides that the person with the hair sticking out and the SF hat is Jagger Westfall. I'm not saying that the tow truck driver is making it up. I'm just asking everyone to consider the possibility that his memory could have been swayed by the interview that he saw Jagger Westfall giving to the news. And I'm going to talk about Kiely's vehicle being in neutral in a moment, so please stay with me. I did reach out to law enforcement to find out if they could comment on whether or not they followed up with the dispatch person who allegedly took the call regarding a broken down vehicle, and I am waiting for their response. So let's talk about whether or not Kiely's vehicle was in neutral or not. Once Adventures with Purpose located Kiely and her vehicle, her car and the surrounding area were immediately designated a crime scene, and it was turned over to law enforcement. Therefore, Adventures with Purpose would not be able to tell whether the car was in neutral or not. Correct? Because remember, Adventures with Purpose found Kiely's car upside down. Therefore, it would have been difficult for Adventures with Purpose to just look into the car to see what gear the vehicle was in. Adventures with Purpose has not stated that the car or vehicle that was found in the 14 feet of water containing Kiely Rodni was in neutral. They, in fact, said they could not state whether the car was in neutral or not because they couldn't see into the vehicle. But Jared from Adventures with Purpose appeared on another content creator live stream yesterday, and that would have been on Wednesday at the time that I'm recording this, and he made an interesting remark when asked if Kiely's vehicle was in neutral, and he stated that he thought the vehicle must have been in neutral because the car's wheels are turning when they're pulling the car out of the water. However, must have is speculative. It's not definitive. So this more likely was him giving his opinion than what he had actually seen. And hopefully we'll get some clarification on this point from his Adventures with Purpose, because they strike me as having a lot of integrity. And I wanted to just share this because we're all paying close attention to what is opinion and what is actual fact. Adventures with Purpose has been very clear about stating that they could not see inside the car. So Jared is absolutely entitled to give his opinion and his own speculation, and I just want to make sure that all of us understand the difference. And I know on my channel you guys do. So you probably recall law enforcement took over the recovery of Kiely's car and Kiely, so they would have carefully documented everything they could about Kiely's vehicle. Then they would have needed to remove that car from the water. So we need to consider the possibility that law enforcement could have placed the car in neutral after turning it over to remove it safely and easily. And because they could not remove the car if it was left in gear, we have to consider the fact that they did place the car in neutral possibly. So Adventures with Purpose understands that they're sharing a story and they are trying to present the facts to us as they have them. So I just want to make sure that you guys are armed with all of the information. And if you haven't seen my video, Where Is It?, you will want to see this video next because I debunk some other stuff that is circulating around on social media. And I will link this for you in the description below so you have all the facts. I understand it makes a better story to say that there must be foul play involved, especially when you consider what the tow truck driver said. And I am not here to tell you that there was not foul play involved. I just want to arm you guys with all of the facts. And the tow truck driver would have seen or could have seen Jagger Westfall's interview when he was wearing the JP hat, and he would have seen the brown hair sticking out and that he was standing next to a pretty young blonde woman who is Kiely's friend. So I just think we need to let law enforcement follow up with the dispatcher who sent the tow truck out to determine if the tow truck driver was actually dispatched to the area, and if this is true and who the call originated from. Let's allow law enforcement to check nearby security cameras to see if it was Kiely and this male and if they were caught on a security cam. And I'm so sorry I'm not jumping into the conspiracy narrative because I know it does get more views, but ultimately I want to give you guys all of the information that I have and allow you guys to make up your own mind of what you think happened. So I'm curious, what do you think happened? Do you think the tow truck driver actually saw Kiely? Do you believe the people who are saying that the guy with Kiely is Jagger Westfall? Subscribe and leave me a comment